So today on Realtree Today, we're going to do a little how-to on how to dress a deer. The first thing you do, you gotta cut around his butt. I don't know any other way to say it. And I like to go ahead and just do that first. Okay, so all I'm doing is taking around his sex organ on both sides. You're not going to get into the guts right now, but you can go ahead and skin this all the way back and get that out of the way. Right in here is the beginning of the guts, and if you look in right there, you can see the guts, and that's what you don't want to puncture while you're dressing a deer. So you got to be very careful. You obviously got to get in, make yourself a little deeper hole to work. You just got to be careful. Then you get your fingers down into the gut cavity here, taking the skin out away from the guts. And we're just working the knife all the way down without puncturing the intestines or the stomach. So I'm getting close to the diaphragm, which is a membrane that separates the vitals, the lungs, the heart from the guts. So I'm getting close to the membrane, and that'll keep the guts from going any farther. Now, since I'm going to do a European skull mount on this deer, I'm not trying to salvage the cape. If you're going to mount this deer, you wouldn't want to cut much farther down. You wouldn't want to get all the way to the brisket, but since I'm going to do a European, I'm going to take my incision and go all the way down up here to make it easier to get the intestines and the heart and lungs out. So now I've got my gut starting to come out, which is great. Now I can go up here, and I've already made the incision around the anus, and that, honestly, that should just pull on out here. And I've taken out the anus all the way out to where it's completely clean and there's nothing in there. You got to get rid of that. You can go ahead and cut this side. So now you just go down here and peel the adhesions that hold the guts. Now here's the diaphragm I'm cutting through here. This thin membrane called the diaphragm. You want to cut around it, and that'll allow the guts to come on out of the deer. Now I'm down to the lungs. Right here are the lungs. So I'm all the way down to the lungs now, so I can reach down, cut the membrane. Again, it is huge to have these gloves on while you're dressing a deer. It's fantastic. So that's just a quick instruction on how to field dress a deer if you hang them up.